it out, man. This Alchemist. The God right here.
Don't pee right here, you know what I'm saying? And don't be scared to get shitty, man. You know what I'm saying? UGTV is going down.
What's good, y'all? This is Music Soul Channel right now. You are checking out Urban Grind TV.
What up, man? This is Ludacris, and right now you are watching UGTV.
Shannon, it's the Teflon Don Ricky Rouse. And right now you rocking with Urban Grind TV. It's going down. Flock, man. Flock Bell install. 10 5 10 minutes UGTV. Don't go nowhere.
Yo, what's up? It's Eric Sermon, the Green Light Bandit in Chi-Town. UGTV, you know how I do all day. Represent that. You know what time it is.
Joel Santana, and right now you checking out Urban Grind TV. Dipset for life, Skull Gang forever, Slow Bugs, keep up. Ooh.
What's up, it's the Patty Cake Man, and you are watching UGTV right here.
It's Big Snoop Dogg, Urban Grind TV, you understand me?
Urban Grind TV, Face Mob in the building. I'll let your motherfucking boy.
Killer Cam, King Joffrey, Joe, Spacey Sprockets, and right now you watching Urban Grind TV. You know what it is. Good set, you win.
Yo, check it out, y'all. It's the dead. It's Raekwon the Chef, and you doing it big right now on Urban Grind TV.
What's good, man? It's the God. You know what it is. You watching UGTV.
Yo, what's up? It's DA to the Z, Urban Grind. You know what I mean? Television, keeping y'all updated. Get on the log in, email us, holler back. It's DA to the Z right here, Chicago, baby.
Yo, what's up? UGTV family, y'all already know who it is. It's Thot Boy Zello, aka FBG Zello, the Talk a Lot artist, here with a very special guest, Gizelle. Welcome back. How are you feeling today?
It's great to be here. I'm feeling absolutely fantastic, and I'm so happy to be here with you at Urban Grind TV.
Look, I'm so blessed to be able to do another interview with you. Love the shirt. Can you tell me more about this beautiful shirt?
As you can see, this is Moi, created by 70 Designs. This is promoting my one of my latest singles called Eye of the Storm. I wrote it during the pandemic, so it's just an encouraging song. So when you get the chance, check it out. Gizelle, Eye of the Storm.
So how did you come up with Eye of the Storm? It's a beautiful name. It's hard for me to come up with names for my music. Let's start there. How do you come up with your names for your music?
Well, I never come up with the title first. I always start writing the song first. And this one particularly, I feel like it kind of came to me. I believe in God, so it kind of came to me from God. So it's a lot that tied into that. But usually when I write songs, I either writing it a cappella or to an instrumental. And whatever I'm singing about, I get the title out of whatever I make the hook to be. Yeah,
definitely. So explain to me, how did you get the name Eye of the Storm?
Yes, Eye of the Storm. During the pandemic, you know, it was storms going on in people's lives. So, and I did. One of my cousins, she posted a message that she got from God, and it inspired me to write. And just thinking about everything that people were going through. I had classmates who were losing family members due to the COVID-19, and it just seemed very hopeless. So it's just encouraging people to say a prayer and in the eye of the storm, and the storm will be over soon. It's almost over.
I love that you explained that you came up with this during COVID. Now, me as an artist, I understand how hard it was at that time to keep your motivation going. How did you stay motivated during COVID? How did you keep going? How did you find your faith? How did you keep writing? How did you keep doing everything you needed to do as an artist to basically keep yourself working?
Yes. I actually have a studio at home, and then I would network with people. We would keep our masks on, just stayed close quarters. But my children are always a motivating factor for me, God, and I just knew that we would get through it. And it's a lot of trickery that was going on, and I just knew we were going to make it out of it. So I'm a very faithful person. So.
Okay, most definitely. So you got any new singles coming out, new music?
Well, I did just release this one, and I do actually have a joint album coming out with a friend of mine named Ace Ron. We actually did a music video to a song called Wavy. It's Ace Ron featuring Little Eazy-E, son of the legend. He's on y'all wall over there. And Gizelle, that's called Wavy. And so, but actually me and Ace Ron are going to put out a joint album, and so look forward to that. And then I do have some more singles I'll be dropping as well.
Definitely. So you got any shows upcoming and any performances you would like to?
Yeah, I actually do. I have a show coming up this month, but I am going to do some live content performance shows for features that I'm on. Those are upcoming. I don't have the dates right now, but my show coming up recent is January 27th. That's the Spades and Good Music Tour.
Okay, most definitely. So what do you have to say to the young artists that going into 2024 and don't have the same motivation you have right now? What do you say to them?
Well, I'm human like everyone else, so I've been on hiatuses in this music thing, but I've never lost it because it's not something I'm doing for fame or, for the likes of people. I do it because it's a gift within me and I'm passionate about it. So even though I have been on hiatuses from, being a mother or stress, I'm not going to stop. So I'm always going to release the music. And whatever ears can hear it, that is pleasing to me. However big, however small.
Most definitely. So, and I know you're gonna be on Johnny's Top 5 later. Yeah. So how does that even feel? Like I was on there last time and it made me feel so good. It was like I was so appreciated. So how does that feel to be able to get that type of recognition that early on?
Yes, my song Believe in Me. I wrote it just to remind myself and remind those who sleep on me. But it's also a song that everyone can relate to. So it's like, yeah, I had a couple kids, but I ain't never fell off. This passion I'm pursuing never gonna stop. I believe in me. Nothing you can say gonna stop me. I believe in me. So just believe in yourself. And that song got me here on Johnny's Top 5. So I'm looking forward to it.
Definitely. So y'all already heard it here first. Starboy Zello, Gizelle, UGTV. It's Wednesday. Get with us, man.
And just follow me everywhere at Gizzy Worldwide. That's GIZZY Worldwide. What's up, world? It's Gizelle from Chicago, and you're watching Urban Grind TV.
All right, family, welcome back to Urban Grind TV. You already know who I am, Athena, otherwise known as Puerto Rican Creative, and today we are here with a very special guest, very special artist, FBG Dutchie. Dutcho, how are you today?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good. So, what you been working on? I worked on a music video with you not too long ago, and what's something that you've been doing recently?
I just dropped the video a couple days ago. I dropped the song. I got a lot in the works actually. Working on the podcast, movie. I did Chicago Betty's Club. I was just a judge with a couple more other celebrities from the city. So just working, trying to keep it going, keep motion.
Trying to keep that momentum?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and you mentioned a movie and podcast. What's to that?
It's in the works. I'm trying to get it going actually now. Me and my homie gonna be making a podcast, and somebody reached out to me. They had brought the idea of making a movie to me. And we got us a team together and we started working on the script and everything like that.
Okay. And what process, if I'm allowed to know, what process you think you're in the movie? Just the early process, just like?
Yeah, we really in the early stages, but I don't know. We got caught I don't want to say a writer's block, but we got caught jammed up in a part of the script.
That's a part of the process.
Back on track, so it's moving along faster now. At first it was stagnant.
Okay. No, that's to be expected. That's a part of the process. Don't let that get you down. And you said you've been working on some music. You just shot a music video a couple days ago. What's that song called?
E2 Freestyle. I shot on my cameraman Billy Cock. Shout out Bills. We just dropped that. I just shot another video with exclusive. I can't tell you the name of it. I just know it's gonna drop soon, one day this week. I'm actually trying to just drop something every week for the show, regardless if it's audio or visual. I'm just trying to take it to another level.
Okay. And what's something you feel like you're doing differently as an artist compared to a lot of other artists that are in the game with you?
I don't know. I never really thought about that or compare myself to other artists. I just know me personally. My stuff is it's authentic. It's me. I use music as a form of therapy. I don't have to tell nobody this, but I'm gonna tell you this. I use music as a form of therapy. It's my diary. So most shit I be rapping about it be what's going on or situations I've been in my life.
Okay. So all your music is personal then? It's something you've been through or something kind of related to your life story?
Correct. Yes, ma'am.
I like that. That's very authentic. And when you go ahead and you shoot these music videos for model aspects and stuff like that, what do you kind of look for with your models?
Depends on the song. If it's, cause I ain't never really, I probably drop like a video or two, probably with just like a R&B song or whatever you want to call it. I can't sing. My voice too raspy, too deep, but I know how to write real good. My penmanship real nice, so I know how to make stuff for women. And one thing I noticed is the women that you want shaking ass and all that shit, you don't want them in them type of videos or certain videos or however the case may be. I think all women is beautiful and lovely. I think all of them should get a chance to be in a video, no matter who she is, how she look, or whatever the case may be.
Okay, so when you go to cast for your music videos, who do you go to, or what's the process that you go to go ahead and cast your models?
I usually send my directors. They a big integral part of the scheme of the program, and they usually go find all the actors, or I go find who I want, because once I have a vision in my head, I see it. When I see it, even if I got to reach out, I'll do it myself, you know. You
kind of got to see your vision through and bring it to life. I like that. And where can everybody go ahead and find you at?
So you can find me on YouTube. I got a channel on there called FBG Dutchie. You go find me at IG at Big Gang Dutcho. They cut my Twitter. They call it X, and now they banned me from that. I don't got no other stuff for nobody. No Facebook, none of that. That's first. Instagram, yeah, Big Gang Dutcho. I see that.
Okay, for sure. All right then. And like I said today, guys, go ahead and stay tuned in for Urban Grind TV. And I thank you for your time today. I thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. Again, I'm here with FBG Dutchie, and you already know me, Puerto Rican.creative, and we out.
Yo, what's that word? It's the kid FBG Dutchie. You want to sell with Urban Grind TV?
Are you an artist, model, or entertainer? Do you need help with bookings, castings, or even engagement on your platforms? Hit up Urban Grind TV today and let them get you right.
What about you? Know what about me? Been doing this since the age of 15. I've been on my own. Tell me what do I need? She make me cry. I'ma make you bleed. Jack killers on the lurk and they on their way back. Feel like I'm uncomfortable without my strap. Should've told me you run it to behind my back. Should've told me you run the game, but now it's a rap. Let's get it. Hit from the back, so I know that she with it. I got a ball, can't get knocked off my pivot. Pushing these drugs, so you know I be dealing. She like when I touch it, she know I'ma kill it. Took out my enemies, know I'ma drill them. All in the mouth, she be sharing a dinner. All on the couch, switch the TV like Kindle. Fire out the block, spit the pole when I bend them. Block with the switch, see the light in my denim. If I gotta get them, then I gotta get them. Ain't missing no size, so we watch what we send them. I'm popping a pill, now I feel like a million. Got it in my bag, so I might pop a Perkin if I...
All right, let's get through these puss-ass jokes and get out of here, all right?
See, a creator's job is to be fearless and to express their truth through their art form. We are not responsible for your damn feelings. It's okay for people to not agree with someone's artistry, and it's okay to be offended. At the end of the day, none of that shit's going to kill you. I promise.
Chicago needs some interest. We need to get credit back. Damn, I feel like I'm at the Apollo. This is crazy.
Thanks for clicking on the link. My name is Wally Lockard III. I'm the executive producer of Urban Grind Television and author of Music is My Business, a startup strategy guide to the music business. I've been in the industry for over 18 years, working with artists, entertainers, producers, record executives, and more. I put together a brand new strategy guide just for you on how to navigate the music business. I'm going to talk about your vision, about your commitments, about your dreams, building the supreme team, and more. Also, how to fund your business. So all you need to do is hit the link below, put in your email address. We're going to send you the newsletter. We're going to give you some free bonus content, and you also got exclusive offer. It's all free. Just click on the link below, put in your email address, and get in tune. It's Urban Grind TV. Music is my business. Let's go.
still classy. She vende hoy, se quita los panties. Solo quiere Fendi, Ori, Versace. Soy el prodigio, boy, that's why I'm taxing. She a nasty bitch, but still classy. She vende hoy, se quita los panties. Solo quiere Fendi, Ori, Versace. Soy el prodigio, boy, that's why I'm taxing.
Let me take you to Carnival, down in San Paulo. We can do that, go any way that you wanna go. Let's play Moss, make them cheeks shake. Go any way they go. My job is to flow, get my money from dope. Living that BMF life, so we got money to blow. Hard work and hustle will get you farther than hope. Don't know which way to go, still searching for dope. Keep on fucking with this FAA and get what you want. Live this life real fast, no need to front. Live this life real fast, no need to front. Keep on fucking with this FAA and get what you want. Keep on fucking with this FAA and get what you want. It's in my DNA to get what I want. No need to stunt from magazines to TV screens. I know this the life that you want. From magazines to TV screens, I know this the life that you want.
She nasty, she a nasty bitch, but still classy. She vende hoy, se quita los panties. Solo quiere Fendi, Ori, Versace. Soy el prodigio, boy, that's why I'm taxing. She a nasty bitch, but still classy. She vende hoy, se quita los panties. Solo quiere Fendi, Ori, Versace. Soy el prodigio, boy, that's why I'm taxing.
I ain't judging it, matter of fact, I'm loving it. Ain't going down the rabbit hole, I'm stuffing it. What she do between her and the God, I promise, that's a covenant. You know the sum of it. We on the oven and she screaming out my government. She in the military calling me the general. I'm killing it, she call me cereal, feeding her vitamin D and other essential minerals. Offered to take her shopping, clubbing, hobnobbing. She wanna take it back to the crib and get it popping. The clean kinda dirty. From 11 to 7:30 on the grind, horizontal getting sturdy. Her sexuality, her personality, might have to wife her on a technicality. Face, body, gear, everything cool. She want me to spit the nigga wet first in a coupe.
Yeah, she nasty, she a nasty bitch, but still classy. She vende hoy, se quita los panties. Solo quiere Fendi, Ori, Versace. Soy el prodigio, boy, that's why I'm taxing. She a nasty bitch, but still classy. She vende hoy, se quita los panties. Solo quiere Fendi, Ori, Versace. Soy el prodigio, boy, that's why I'm taxing.
Yo, what's the word? It's FBG Zello, aka Thot Boy Zello, the Talk a Lot artist, man. In the beginning, it was hard for me to get exclusives and to get promo for my music. But guess what? UGTV has that, man. Call the number below and they will help you out, man. It was the best thing I did for myself.
Mujeriego y mentiroso, mira lo que he llegado yo. Ah, mira. Y ahora estoy buscando y rogando por perdón. ¡Ay, Dios mío! ¿Qué?
Tara.
Tara's not here right now.
It's not going to warning for murder.
What's wrong, Earl? I'm just trying to show you a little love.
Fuck you! Ah!
and I finally know who I am.
It's only you. You're the only one that I dream of. Only you. Ooh. It's only you. You're the only one that I dream of. Only you. When you
Peace, y'all. It's your homegirl, your soul sister, the queen of the ghetto gospel, Johnny Dimitri. We live here at Urban Grind TV, Urban Grind Radio, and your homegirl been blessed with a brand new segment on the show called Johnny's Top 5. So all of my music friends, my music family, if you got some new music that you want to promote, old music that you feel like need a little bit more love, or even an exclusive, send it to me at radio@urbangrindtv.com, and we gonna get you some shine. And whoever reaches number 1 on the top 5 get a chance to come in and interview with your girl. So send your music in now. I am expecting you. See you. Peace.
What's going on? It's your boy Wally, aka Mr. Music Is My Business. I'm executive producer here, and producer of our current segment today is Behind the Grind.
Y'all already know what it is. My name is Puerto Rican Creative, otherwise known as Athena. Man, I'm thankful to be here today. Thank you.
Y'all already know it's SMG Zello, aka Thot Zello, the Talk A Lot artist, man.
Man, well, thank you guys for joining us today, man. So people that don't know, Behind the Grind is a segment that I host here on Urban Grind TV. And Behind the Grind is simply that. It looks at the behind the scenes and all the important people that help support artists, entertainers, and other creatives. So these are the producers, the executive producers, the artist managers, the business managers, the business attorneys, the makeup artists, the models, right? And there's a whole plethora of support team that people require, even accountants, people that are throwing events and stuff like that help actually run the industry. And that's what Behind the Grind is dedicated to. It's dedicated to letting people shine a light on those people that make these awesome things happen. First off, the artists and entertainers can't operate without the team and the behind the scenes. Mm-hmm. So we want to let people know that there actually is help available out there. Those are those kind of people, and that you should pay them. So that's the thing.
Most
so
definitely.
We want to let them know the value.
You
so
get what you pay for. Man.
Pay us.
Get what you pay for, right? Because a lot of times people skimp on a lot of the stuff that's important as far as the vital people in their careers, and they try to cut corners, and when you do, it shows. So it's 2024. We're kicking off our first episode, and I thought it was really important. I think one thing that people talk about as we roll into a new year is like, when is the best time to release music?
Yeah, that was hard for me too, because it was kind of like I had no like goal or nothing, I didn't know the algorithm to thinking like, okay, when is the best time for me to drop something? What's the best sound for me to drop right now? Like, I ain't had that going for myself, and I really needed that, though. But you don't really have that for, the people that don't got nobody that's teaching them, the insides out like I do. I got sinister, you see what I'm saying? So I was able to get that, though, and that's what, behind the scenes looks like, too. The people that's there showing you how to, get that information that you don't have and apply it to what you, trying to do. And then once you're able to do that, then you come up with stuff like this. What you just came up with. Like.
Right. And basically I compiled this information across multiple sources, across the internet, by some of the best people, researchers, artists, entertainers, tour promoters, and they talk about it. And then I read a lot of behind the scenes articles, and I talk to a lot of people. Being in the music industry for 22 years, I've dealt with a lot of these people in the industry, so I wanted to make sure it was my experience unique, or is there other people that had these similar experiences? So, and because it's the beginning of the year, I said, what's the best way to roll it out? How can we help people the most? Let's talk about, like, hey, what's a good time we should release music? So when do you guys, like, what's a month you think is a good time to release music? Athena?
The beginning of the year, maybe when everybody's mind's fresh, you know, out the new year, out the holiday season and stuff like that, where everybody's like momentum is kind of calming down. You can kind of like give it like a fresh aspect.
Yeah. So that was good. That was in the notes. See, I know you was paying attention. But it's true.
But
right?
it is though.
Right? Fresh start. And what style of music you think is important right now, Zello?
The more like motivational, you know, the up tempo, you know, the fast pace, the more of like back and getting to money, you know. I think that would be the best fit for it. You know, it's the beginning of the year. Everybody got New Year resolutions and stuff like that. So, you know, you got those situations. So, you know, that also drive people and stuff like that. So I think that'd be the best type of music to, like, you know, workout music, drive, you know. Like. So
let's talk about that. What's a good? You don't have to tell us all of them, but I want to hear from both of you guys. What's part of your guys' New Year's resolution?
You want to go first?
No, you go first.
Part of my New Year's resolution was really for me was to keep myself, to make sure my goal was, I'm gonna tell you my goal and then I'm gonna tell you like what I had planned for myself. So my goal was to release at least 10 vital singles this year.
Okay.
And then, but my ultimate thing that I want to like fully get rid of for the year, like this year I want to like be able to stay consistent. You know what I'm saying? Like be consistent.
So a resolution, when you talk about be consistent, is that like in releasing music?
Yeah, it's all the aspects of it. It's when releasing it, it's the creativity with it's the non-stop. I want to be, cause I used to have the moments to where it felt like, man, I had the time. Sometimes you feel like, well, sometimes you do got time, but you don't got the time. Like it's just noticing that you don't got time, so everything has a window. So that's what I was basically understanding now, and I'm understanding. So, you know, with that being said, you know,
the value of time.
Yeah.
How time? I mean, because it does look we're almost at the last week of January. It is. It's flying by. And what about you? What's your New Year's resolution?
So for 2024, I made 2024 very intentional. I'm very like objective and organized, so I created a vision board for myself in different areas where I felt like I could grow this year, and I made each of those areas a specific goal. So
tell them at home what you do.
Okay, so I made it like, I wish I would have brought it.
What do you do like in the industry?
Oh, I'm a model, I'm a makeup artist, I'm an influencer, I'm a creative director. I help set up photo shoots, music videos if they need content creation, stuff like that, giving out ideas.
So doing that, your resolution was to create a vision board for what specifically, like what were you looking for?
So like my business and each aspect of my business and my modeling, I wanted to go ahead and 2024 work with as many artists as I can this year in music videos. And content creation and ideas, you know, stuff and so forth. Get my, you know, my kind of like my aspect and my brand out there this year in aspects of artistry for modeling, and then being at least 9 more runway shows because I have one coming up this
10.
week.
10
well,
total.
it's 10 total for the year.
For
Yes,
the whole year.
for the whole year.
Okay.
It's 10 total.
That's a good goal.
It is, right? I think it's
Like-
manageable though, because like when you go ahead and you're consistent in it and you're really like trying to make this like your everyday like aspect of life, I feel like 10 is like a decent number to start off with.
Let me pose both of you guys and the people that are watching at home. What do you guys do once you set a resolution? So that's an intention. You're setting an intention of what you want. So like, what do you have to do? What do you feel is the next step that you have to do once you set an intention?
That's most definitely what I learned for myself, because the best thing to do is go based on yourself. For
my experience is the best thing to do is make sure you stay on yourself, because ain't nobody gonna be there like you. So stay on yourself and keep yourself, like manage yourself, be your own like parent to it, especially to what you said you was gonna do, because that's gonna make you be able to be dependable on your own self. You ain't gonna need nobody to depend on you. So, and a lot of the behind the scenes work, everybody can't help each other. You see what I'm saying? You got this one set thing that you got to do, and it's like, okay, well, everybody else got a role that they got to play, but it might not have nothing to do with that you got going on. So you got to be independent and be dependent on yourself. They probably ain't even in that field. So, see what I'm saying? So if you in that field, just calm down, settle yourself, and make sure you stick to what you say you're going to do.
You know what the best way I've found, and it's not even a secret, but the best way to stick to something like that in a resolution is you gotta write it down. So like literally write it down.
Somebody told me that.
Vision board.
Like that's part of it, right? That's part of it. And it's hard, but vision boards are cool, but you can't take a vision board with you to work. And when you're on the grind and you're at a thing, you can't take it with you. So
I take a picture of it, make it my background.
So
I see that every single day.
That's a workaround. But I'm
that.
just saying, like, so a lot of stuff, what you have to do is you write it down. And when you have a big task, the key to this is to break it down into steps. So break it into small, digestible steps and things that way you can handle it. Because if you look at that whole vision board, it can be overwhelming. You say, man, how am I going to book 10 runway shows? How am I going to release music consistently? That means the recording, the mixing, the mastering, the cover art, the music videos, right? The shows to promote them. How do I do that consistently? So that's where, like, you set your intention. You prepare for success. So that comes with research, right? That comes with like kind of talking to people, looking at industries and trends.
Building connections.
Right.
And what you taught me too is be flexible.
Yes.
Be flexible, because if like you could just move how you see what I'm saying? Like it ain't gonna be nothing that nobody could throw at you because you ready for it. Like that's what you taught me.
So that goes into mine, and I'm gonna curse on it, but I'm sorry. And we talk about all the time. That's just called being unfuckwittable. And I think I have to self-discipline myself sometimes too. And when I say that, and I've been guilty of it recently, and I just kind of cut all those strings today, is that if you have a deadline, if you have a schedule, if you have stuff to do, then you have to set that and just do it. So that means if other people come along and they're like, they want you to help them or they want to get involved, if they're gonna make you miss your deadline, then you have to know when to cut the strings, and that's when you're unfuckwittable, because you're not gonna let those people slow you down. They may have good intentions. They may not even know what they're doing, but if they want to be a part of your program in 2024, like they need to be like running your speed. So if we're doing 55, they got to catch up and they need to be right there in the lane with us. If they can only do 40, then maybe this ain't the lane for you. So like that was my thing. That was my resolution, is like I want to be unmesswittable, because it's very important. And how you do that is just because we can plan, right? We can set our intention. We can say, you know what, I got a great plan. But if we allow distractions and other people, which is gonna happen, especially if you have family and other life, right? Bills, kids, whatever, car problem, there's gonna be distractions. But if you're unfuckwittable, then what's gonna happen is you're gonna say at the end of the day, you know what, I gotta go back to a goal. And if you have it wrote down, you're already talking about manifesting it, and you gotta have a discipline to see this through. So that's I just thought that was kind of important. Since the beginning of the year, we talk about resolutions, and people that are listening and watching, they're gonna be thinking the same thing. Like, what is a resolution for me? How do I do it? It's a big thing. That's like, I want to lose 10 pounds. Well, what am I gonna do?
That goes into what you said about being disciplined, and I want to get into that too, because how many people, like, what do you think is like the percentage of people that actually are disciplined enough to meet their New Year's resolution at the end of the next year?
I'm sure somebody can Google that for us in the crowd.
Can we? Yeah, like
how many people make
can we
their
get that
New
number
Year's
up
resolution? That's a good thing.
Because I know I have only set a few New Year's resolutions for myself along in my lifetime, because I felt like I never really needed to. I felt like there really never nobody who completes their New Year's resolution. You know, that was my mindset.
When you're young, you're just gonna coast, and we're gonna coast right into it. So our episode today is the best time to release music. We're talking about 12 months. We're into February. Now, I think that's a great segue. So January is out. We're rolling into February. So what kind of music you think?
You said what? 9%.
So 9%
of people in the world actually meet their New Year's resolution that they set for themselves.
So you know what? I put on the page the other day.
How many people are in the world?
You can follow me at UrbanGrindTV, at Wally Lockard III on Facebook. And I posted this the other day. I said 99% of people are cap. Be the 1%. Be the 1%. So if there's 8%, then you're only up against the other 7%. That's the only other percentage you're competing with. So if there's 100 people in the room and you walk in the room and you're one of that 8 or that 9, was it 9%? If you're one of the 9%, think about it. You only have 8 other people in numbers like to compete with. So you're already upper echelon. So if you could really have that discipline and say, you know what, I'm going to see this through, then that's the point. So February is a big, great time to release music because you have love, you have the Valentine's Day, right, coming up. Relationships, so it's either the relationship worked out great,
or it worked out bad,
or it went bad, right? So if it's good or it's bad,
it's gonna work either way.
Yes,
it's gonna work either way.
But either way, it's content. Okay, either way, it's content for us, and it's good time. So it's a good time if you're listening. February is a great time. January, February is a good time to release up-tempo workout songs because people are back in the gym, right? So they want their anthem. They're going to turn up. They're taking it over, and they might trail off. I'm sure that 8% starts real high in January, and I'm sure it trails down. So March, you guys aware of, there's a big festival in March. It's called South by Southwest.
Yeah, definitely. I've been there.
All right, so South by Southwest. All right, for people that don't know.
For like models that
don't know. So South by Southwest is the nation's largest music and film festival. So it goes on for 5-6 days. There's like a convention part of it where you can get badges. You pay a few $100 and you can go and meet with like industries, record labels, like everything that's in the music industry. They have panels where you can listen to them speak on new technology, music rollouts. So that's the official South by Southwest. And then what there is, and if there's people, musicians listening, they're gonna know about the unofficial South by Southwest. So the unofficial is going to be all the other festivals, shows, and events that pop up during that 5 or 6 day span that are people are throwing events. And so Urban Grind TV, we threw events for about 8 or 10 years down in South by Southwest on 6th Street. And it's a party. It's really amazing. And the events go from like 12 noon to like, 1 or 2 in the morning. And it's always a great time. And what I think is unique about South by Southwest, it's in Austin, Texas, is that if you do a show in Chicago as a hip hop artist or let's say as a model, then most of the people you're going to be on the show with are going to be from Chicago, right? And if you go to Memphis, and you probably get like Memphis people, only until you get into the bigger cities do you maybe get more diverse like New York. But when you go on an event like this, South by Southwest, it's generally, Austin's not that big. So it's people from all over the country and generally all over the world that come, they converge, and they learn about music, about marketing and promotion, and they do events. They get opportunities to perform. So that's a big event during South by Southwest. And what I want to talk about is like the first year, most of the people down there, it's very overwhelming. It's a lot going on.
It definitely is.
Right?
Especially for the people that got the high anxiety.
Right.
Yeah,
so tell me about, have you been to South by Southwest, Zello?
Yeah, and it was, my time at South by Southwest was a beautiful time because it showed me like the pressure that people have behind the scenes and what they got to deal with to actually make all the glory and magic happen. You see?
So what do you mean by pressure? What are you talking about?
Man, so basically, since it was a out of my city thing, that was my first time actually being out of my city that far. So it was like I understood like, okay, this is my team and the team that I'm with, like, okay, now I'm doing everything for myself exactly, and now I got to be on point for myself. And where it comes to that being dependable and independent, you see what I'm saying? Yeah, I have my manager with me, but you see what I'm saying? But also, it's like he can't, remember everything for me.
So you're talking about touring, like traveling for tour?
Yeah, but like that was my first time actually going that far and being around the major leagues, actually seeing how
you're talking like thousands of people, right?
And then having to perform, it's like having to go first too. It was crazy. So I was like, I understood like the behind the scenes. I got to see it for myself how quick you can easily mess up, but you just got to be on point. You got to stay ready, and you just got to be focused. Just lock in.
So advice for somebody that's never gone.
Just lock in. Make make what you going for what you going for. You ain't like you can. you can have your fun most of the time, but I love to
But
have
walk
fun
with
after the
intention.
job done. You see what I'm saying? So it's like make what you going there for, what you going there for. Not that's what I at least I try to do every time. I try to make sure like I get my job done before I party. I don't like partying.
So it is a
until the
big
job
party.
done.
So on that note, the reason I brought up South by Southwest is during March, and let's say that a lot of media outlets, if you're trying to release music, they're spending March covering South by Southwest.
Okay.
So if you're releasing new music, it's kind of hard to get a write-up or coverage because they're covering the festival already. So if you're planning on performing, let's say you got a slot, you booked a slot, you're going to South by, then absolutely it's a great time to release music, and that way you can say, hey, I'm out down at South by Southwest and I'm releasing new music, and then you can push it that way. Now, let's say you don't have no music dropping in March, but you want to go down, you want to network, then that's the time to do it. Now, you bring your business cards, flyers, lighters, thumb drives, stickers. We have
It's the
backpack
lighters
banners.
for me.
We got backpack banners that we wear. It's a banner that you wear, and you would advertise, and you walk around with like whoever we were pumping or promoting at the time. And that's what you do. You do that because literally it's tens of thousands of people. They're all there. They're all into music. It's rock music. It's hip hop. It's generally a few different genres. It's pretty diverse. So, but everybody's in the music industry. So these is actually a market where you can test music to a national audience, and feel it out. And that's what you said, when you kind of stumble, you just pick yourself up. Maybe they weren't feeling the first song, but you pick it up and you roll with the next one. So that's our first quarter. So like music goes in quarters, right? So that's January, February, March. We're talking about releasing music. January and February is more up tempo. We got our Valentine's that we slide into, right? But March, and you kind of work around, because it is the biggest festival, on working that to your advantage. So if you got music dropping, then you want to be promoting it along with it. If you're not releasing music, then you can go down and it's good networking time. That one of the things is, let's say you only release music a few times a year, what are you doing the rest of the time? That's just as important, right, for your network. So now we're into April. So that's when South by Southwest is over. Generally, April is when the touring season begins. This is when people are going out and they're on their grind. So anything that's up tempo, like where you talk about like positive music, right? Mm-hmm. And talk about things with making money. What is it, like April showers brings
Bring May flowers.
Brings May flowers,
Yeah.
right? So what do you guys think about the April, May releases? You think that's a good time to put out music? And what kind of music do you guys listen to during that period? What are you guys listening to? April and May.
Spring is starting to get back warm, you teed up like
Tropical.
Yeah, most definitely though. It like you could have a more teed back lane era, but most of the time, people like gonna be it's warm outside. Most people will bring it together when you teed up, and then you have that other side. So and then what brings people together? Money. So it's like once you get that money vibe going, it's like everything flourishing. So it's like around that time, yeah. So it'd be the teed up music.
Good time to release music videos. Let me share a story. I think we're Sinister. Is he in there? So I wrote a script last year for an artist who will remain nameless. And I had a concept for it, and it was a summer-based production. So it was based off music video being shot. You good, Gina? It's based off the music video being shot in the summer. So what happened is people got busy, things got pushed around, and by the time they were ready to shoot it, summer was over. So if you're looking at, hey, what's a good time to release music, then also think what's a good time to shoot videos. Yeah. So and if we're in Chicago, like Chicago's a cold city, so you have a smaller window.
You got a small window, very small
where
window.
the weather's nice, right?
Yeah. Then you got to do things indoors, and then you got to book things, and then that costs money.
So you got to, and then travel time is more. So these are all the things that are important and actually matter when it comes to the music and the entertainment industry, because we have a small window where if you're in Los Angeles or something like that, it's generally warm all the time. So they're not limited where we are limited here in the Midwest and in Chicago. Because everybody in May is like it's the last of the summer, right? It's full-fledged. Everybody's out of school. Everything's upbeat and happy. So like that's not a time that you want to release like something that would not be into that genre.
Like
that
depressing
style.
music or something.
Yes.
Unless that's what you
it's
do.
That's
That's your.
what I wanted to say too. Like, I mean, because it's possible. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, but this is the blueprint. It's because I was looking for this for myself. I was like,
I remember you saying that.
I wonder what was the blueprint? What is the time window between where you can drop music? And this is the blueprint. This is really shows you the windows and what you need to be doing at that time.
It's just a good outline. I think it's a good outline, and depending on your market, depending on your genre, it's gonna be flexible, right? But because behind the grind means that if people are making music, they're releasing music, that means they're doing what? Shooting music videos.
That means they need models,
They
makeup
need
artists.
makeup artists, they
the
need
nail techs
models.
and everybody get
That's
busted.
when we're doing a lot of shows. There's shows, but there's not a lot of events going on in January in Chicago, right? Maybe February they'll pick up because of like Valentine's and stuff. But so you got to kind of know your market as well. So that's a good opportunity. When I talk about releasing music now, when you have digital distribution, you release worldwide, right? So even though it's cold in Chicago right now, in February we can go anywhere else where it's warm. We were just in Memphis a few weeks ago.
Yeah, most definitely.
Shout out Memphis,
How
Jay
was that?
Shields.
Shout out Jay Shields.
It was awesome.
How was that? Y'all
It
left
was
me
warm.
behind.
It was. I think you were just starting. I don't even think you started yet.
No, it's okay.
You just started.
It's okay.
And
It was
then
beautiful.
And then we were in New York
I
a
had
couple
a
weeks
jacket
before
on.
that. So you're able to do media runs and you're able to put together releases, but it's got to make sense. So if you're gonna do it, if you're gonna look at dropping a summer record, June and July, remember all your music, all the preparation starts months in advance. You can't just drop it. Nobody knows about it. If you're gonna do a summer release, June or July, then you want to look at 8 weeks minimum, and you should start contacting people, curators, creating press, content, and media, and that's where the music videos come in. That's where the behind the scenes, the events, and the stuff to help promote it. So that's like our summer festival. That's more of our busy time. So June, July, school's out, festivals are going. So you're not always going to play at a big festival. Let's say it's a J. Cole, it's a Dreamville. You may not be obviously booked on that show, but what would you guys do? You may not be on the biggest fashion show. What would you guys do if you're trying to break it into the industry? What would you suggest?
Keep on going.
No, I'm saying just because you're not booked, you got to go to it. You got to show up on the scene.
Yeah.
So you might not be walking the runway, but you should go to attend
Spend
these
some
events.
money to be there.
Spend some money, be there, be outside, be networking, and you know what I always say is be memorable. So when you talk to people, be memorable. Make sure you have like a way to contact them. I've seen people wear like the bracelet with the QR code where you can like scan it and get all the info.
That's wrong.
I've seen the card and I've seen regular business cards. And then sometimes I just grab my phone and I'll be like, hey, let me get your number, and we'll put the number and kind of text each other. Yes. So summertime is really important. That's our second quarter to release music, and I think I just want to talk about how everything kind of coincides, how they roll down. So now once we get into August, right? So August is like our third quarter. It's the end of the summer. People are going back to school. Can we get somebody to look that up? The Sueños Festival. So you got the Lalas and stuff like that. So what I'm saying is we're talking about releasing music. So attending a music festival is one thing. So let's say if it's Sueños, but I mean if I'm an artist and I'm an up and coming artist, unless I'm just a fan of going to it, then I would want to go to it and be able to network. Yeah, get a vendor slot. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Get a slot.
I network the crowd.
A vendor. Go there and meet people. Be outside. Get connected with it. And literally, what you have to do when you want to be a part of these events is you got to like make a list of them. Religiously search for stuff that you say, you know what, I want to go to cool events today. What is there? Make a list. That's what I did. I got a list of everything going on in 2024. What is it?
May 25th, 26th. Oh, that was way off.
So that's the end of May. That's right before Labor Day. So you should put these down, and that's part of being organized, right? Is put a calendar together, so that way you're not double
knowing
booking.
when things happen.
Yes, and then you could be a part of it, and let's say that like a Sueños Festival, they're probably gonna need models, right? They're probably gonna need stuff like that. So then you start months in advance, and sometimes you got to start right at a year in advance, and you got to start contacting people. Say, hey, what you have available? Can we get in? The same thing with events for opening acts. Like if there's like a GCI, a big jam, they'll do like a contest or something, right? So you can go to win. So, but if you're not aware of these things and you're just scrolling home on the phone and you're looking at it, it's too late already. So you got to create a calendar. You got to look at what's going on already around there. So now we're into our last quarter. This is kind of like September, October is fall. Fall's coming. One big event. I tried looking it up today. It was AC3. It was in Atlanta, Georgia. They still have the 2023 dates up. They don't have the 2024 dates up. But again, another dope music festival. It's a conference. You know, so if you're an independent artist or a filmmaker or a producer and you want to know, like, how do I get my music into like books, or how do I get it in video games, you can actually buy passes for days and go and attend workshops with like people that have done it, and you can Q&A with them. So it's worth buying them badges. It's worth making those investments and attending, because literally you'll be in the room with the people that you want to meet.
That's an investment in yourself. In
Absolutely.
return. Just think about that, like in your career. Like I've had to learn that too, because sometimes I was like, oh, I didn't have to buy those tickets, or I still don't have to go to the shows, or I still don't have to be in the crowd. But like being in the crowd is kind of so much better, to be honest, because then you see it from the audience aspects, and you see everything, and then you get to actually like appreciate kind of what you do too. And on the other aspect, on the other end, like as a model, like if I don't get into a runway show but I go to the runway show, I kind of have more of an appreciation, because I'm like, damn, if I didn't get to walk for this designer, it's still a matter of like, I walk for designers. I appreciate what I do, you know?
Absolutely.
So then I get to meet people and network with people there too. And sometimes the people that are in the crowd that you're sitting next to are bigger names that you now make relationships with, because you go ahead and you start talking to them, and then you go
That's
ahead
behind
and
the
start-
grind.
Yep.
That's behind the grind, right? Because you weren't acting just as talent on the runway or an artist on stage. You were actually doing the networking part. That's behind the grind, and that's exactly what I mean. So September, October, they say a lot of sad, moody kind of music, cozy, poetic, folk, alternative kind of do it, and anything Halloween, right?
Yeah, dark, gloomy.
Yeah, so we did a video. They can go and check it out. It's called Alex Ortiz Monster Smash. It's directed by UrbanGrindTV, John Daniel. It's a really cool, like, it's like a rap style video. It doesn't say rap, but you got to see it. It's got it's all comedians, a bunch of like comedians from Chicago.
It's a parody of Monster Mash.
It's a parody of Monster Mash. Okay, yeah. It's called Monster Smash, so you can imagine.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So Monster Smash, Alex Ortiz. Make sure they go and look at it. And then one thing I wanted to touch on is like November, December. Those are not good times to release
very
music.
slow in the industry as a whole. Like, I know I don't get a lot of photo shoots. I don't get a lot of bookings. I know like a lot of other models struggle for that, and a lot of artists do too.
Yeah, because you taking, around them times, that's family times. Like,
Hey, they save them for Christmas.
Yeah,
right.
The money is basically where they mouth is at that time. It's like, okay, now you focus on more things and aspects. So it's like, man, you gotta really just. I think that's the best time to like sharpen your skills up more. You know, like, because for what I learned, it's like, with a time of like, just like with COVID. You know, during COVID, it wasn't like me just sitting there like, okay, I was still like bettering myself, like trying to work, trying to create more.
That's your time to train.
Trying to create more, like open, because like what y'all was just talking about earlier, like stopping yourself from going to these certain events can close doors on your own. So you can close doors on yourself without even noticing it.
So like statistically, the major labels kind of use the fourth quarter. It's the bigger boys with bigger budgets. Obviously, holiday music. If you do holiday music, and that'll you'll have a check every year if you can do it right. So you can do like theme music, New Year's stuff. But generally, November, December is not a great time, not a good time to release music, because the bigger artists are dropping. They have a bigger budget. They're gonna have all the press and media, and you're gonna be fighting for people with very little money to spend anyways. So in recap, first quarter looks great. Second quarter looks great. Third quarter is decent. It kind of starts trailing out, and fourth quarter is rough unless you want to compete with the big boys. Again, it's just a guideline. There is no 100%. You have to make it's always going to be subjective to each artist, their fan following, their buzz, and their time in the industry, man. But I definitely want to thank you guys for chopping it up with me today. That's what's behind the grind, and I'm glad that you got to talk about, even from the modeling to the artists. They're not doing a lot of shows, and you have to be prepared for that, right?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Because what if you got to eat off that December? That means save your money. Producers, music producers, engineers, everybody save your money, because when you start stacking money, and you're gonna need to put some money away for fourth quarter.
Y'all, I cannot tell y'all. Save your money. I don't even care. Invest in a home studio or something like that. Something that you can do in the winter so you don't have to spend money because, oh Lord.
What I'm learning at this group is, this is one more thing, I don't try to drag it out, but create a financial footprint. Learn that. Learn how to create a financial footprint. And what I mean by create a financial footprint, I'm still learning myself, but get something in your name. Put something on. You see what I'm saying? Start off small. It don't gotta be a car. It don't gotta be, just start off paying your own phone bill. You see what I'm saying? Stuff like that, and then start helping you create a financial footprint, and you'll be able to go bigger. And you see what I'm saying? The banks will be able to see you bigger. You'll be able to get more loans and
So
stuff
that
like
means
that.
you need a valid ID, people. all those people at home.
Valid, that's
you need a valid
scannable.
ID to travel. You need a valid ID to get in events. That's called. So our next episode, when I think when we come back, is we're gonna do a tour travel checklist. So a lot of people are gonna be getting ready to tour. They're gonna be traveling. They're gonna be going on events, and we're just gonna talk about
gonna be a good one.
some of our experiences. Right? We've had some crazy experiences.
How does that work for models?
So it's the same thing if you're getting booked out of state. What do you need? So
Right.
if you get booked out of state, like it's not like you're gonna be able to go grab like certain thing that you use as part of your outfit or things like that. And so you need a list, and you gotta pack well because if you're missing something, what are you gonna do on set?
Right, we'll talk more about that.
That's adapt and overcome.
Yeah, we'll talk more about that.
So that's part of touring. It's just like being booked out of town, just like any other entertainer. You gotta have your tools. I'm a veteran, so we had an A bag and a B bag in the Army, and you had to make and we just made a list. And the list is the most simple thing, and I'm going to be pushing the list. This is all part of my new book coming out called Music is My Business, a startup guide to the music business. They can check us out at musicbusinessebook.com. They just get on the mailing list, and I think these are some really good gems. So again, thank you guys for being a part of this, man. Before we get out of here, Zello, where can they find you at?
Yeah, y'all already know y'all can find me everywhere. Zay or Thot Boy Zello, IG TB_Zello. You already know what it is, man.
And for me, for my makeup artistry, mua.pr.creative on Instagram. My main page, Puerto Rican.creative on Instagram and TikTok. You already know where to find me.
It's your boy Wally, aka Mr. Music is My Business. You can find me at UrbanGrindTV, anywhere, everywhere, all that. And 888-380-1913. Hit the line up and get your grind up. Let's go. Behind the grind.